Hello, YouTube. swtorPaladin here, playing my new Sage Nikki on the 12 times XP multiplier. Just wanted to, I don't know. I'm in kind of a chatty mood, sort of, and I don't know. You guys seem to like watching me play, and I like the fact that you have something to watch. So I hope you'll sit and listen to me ramble a little bit more than I did yesterday, because I'm not really in the mood to listen to music right now. Well, not any kind of music that YouTube won't freak out about. But it's weird. I was thinking about it, and we used to think, I still have a webcomic, but I haven't updated in a long time. I'm gonna start doing that soon. So I'm gonna start feeling better, which I'm on my way to feeling better, by the way, in case you're wondering. Thanks for asking. And I'm pretending that you asked. You get that. Anyway, we used to think that that we were in competition because audiences had other stuff that they could go do. So even though we weren't technically kind of in a competition, we really were, because of people's time. With YouTube, I don't feel like that's the case, which is weird, because almost more time is at stake than with a webcomic. I mean, people could put, 25, 30 webcomics on their watch list, and as long as we didn't all update at the same time, which was pretty easy to manage, everybody was very well taken care of. But I feel like with YouTube, once people have decided they're going to watch somebody, as long as the person doesn't do something really, really stupid, once you have kind of earned them as a follower, and I really don't like the word follower, maybe subscriber or something, you've got those people. I mean, they're yours. And I was talking about on my other channel, I appreciate all the followers I have, but what I'm trying to say is, I think the beauty of it is I really don't have to worry about losing my core group. 1 second. I lose people that are not part of my core group all the time. I was saying on my other channel, I looked at my metrics, and I lose about 3 people for every person that I gain. Like every core person that I gain, I lose about 3 pieces of shit, which I'm completely fine with, because woot! Check it out, almost 74k XP. I'm okay with losing those people. I actually do not. Oh, by the way, I read a post. I found out everything was supposed to be free, and they said the reason behind everything being free is that nobody would be able to afford skills. And I was like, oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay, cool. Still don't know why they didn't bother to announce that. But anyway, I learned that little tip. I thought I'd share it with you. But anyway, there's so many pieces of shit out there that... Hold on a second. There we go. Travel on our shit off. I never once worried about losing anybody. Honestly. The only part that I would say was hard is how long it was going to take me to root out the assholes. And I've been able to do a pretty damn good job of that, because I'm naturally really good at that anyway. so... Yeah, I landed on Nar Shaddaa, just like every other time I've landed on Nar Shaddaa, except this time I'm landing on it with this character. So, because I'm not spending very much time on each planet, my trade skills have been pretty hard to keep up, especially I don't have HK or Shriek, because I don't think this character's really gonna have HK or Shriek. I wish they would make like a female HK skin, because that would be sick. Okay, hold on. Now, I'm not gonna power through Nar Shaddaa like I was powering through the other planets, because this is Nar Shaddaa Conquest Week, and I think that means I actually need to complete Nar Shaddaa's quests before I can get the bonus. To be honest, I never actually understood how the bonuses worked at all. But, we're just gonna plow through them. Not gonna do the heroics, because I'm probably gonna get stomped if I try to do the heroics. But, I think with me and Mr. Lizard Man, it shouldn't be too hard, and then I'll just chat with you guys. And, think of some things that come to mind. Is this the right... Yeah, this is... I haven't... Man. Ooh, wait. I'll just let them kill that, because I'm waiting for my Lizard Man. So yeah, as you guys, most of you know or figured out, or if you don't know me, I did get a new job. Really, really nice job. All of my patience paid off, and I did get a very nice job. So, you know, whatever higher power you guys believe in, or you can just say hard work, whatever, but I got it, and it was very, 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 very painful, and to wait that long, but I got the job. You can choose to believe whatever you want, but I know what I believe, and I got the job, and amazing job. Things were a little rocky. Things were rocky at first, but I'm hoping that things are starting to level out. There's a couple more bumps today, but whenever you're working with other people, there's so many emotions involved. It's really hard. I don't know how... I don't know if you could ever get people to completely put their emotions behind them. And a lot of it's just pure selfishness, not being able to put other people before yourself. And, it's weird. It's weird, but I think maybe you might not realize, if you work for a company that doesn't really get to hear from the execs a lot, but your executives or your director level, you're the real leaders in your companies. It's interesting. They are very smart people, and when everybody poo-poos like the top 1%, this, that, and the other thing, those people are the top 1% for a reason. They're incredibly, incredibly smart, and one of our director levels was talking today, and he said something that I've heard many directors say in the past about how management, upper management, has a direction, and they have a good direction, and they want what's best for the company, what's best for the employees, what's best for everybody. And you should never think otherwise. And what that reminded me of is that so many times I've seen this in every job where there is such a massive disconnect between upper management and middle management, and that I've never understood that, and I'll probably never understand it because I'm never going to be a manager. I have absolutely no aspirations to be a manager. I never have. Maybe that's why I would make a good manager. That's what people tell me. I have no idea, but I do not want to be a manager. And people always say, "Oh, dress for the job that you want. Just do this for the job you want. Do that." No, because I don't want to be a manager, honestly. I just want to help people. And I don't think managers help people as much as they should. And the closest I'll probably get is a guild master, and I'm not really a manager. I'm just more of a mentor and a consultant, sort of. And that's all I really want to be at work, too. And if I could work multiple jobs where I could, mentor and consult, I would. And I hope to have my own business back up soon. So if people want to actually pay me for my consulting, which would have been super duper all this time, something like that could actually happen. But I don't know. I just want to get my company back up and running because it makes me happy to have it. It's like my little baby. Get the P.O. box set back up again, and maybe not get it its own bank account. That was kind of crazy. I guess maybe if it starts making money again, then maybe I will get it a bank account again. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, oops. Sorry I keep yawning. It's actually a good thing. It's a good thing that I'm yawning, believe it or not. But we'll go into that later. Where was I? I don't get the disconnect with upper management and middle management. And it's so weird because when I talk to director level, most of them, not all, because some of them are really eccentric, disconnected weirdos. But some of them are very down to earth. They're just really brilliant and misunderstood. And it's so weird. I feel like, I want to say 80% of managers, dang it, sorry. I want to say like 80% of managers go into their jobs just because they want to boss people around. And it sounds weird, and I don't know if that really comes off as profound as a statement as it is when you actually think about it, but like 1% of management, maybe 5% over the course of their entire life will ever get up to director level, like anywhere, right? And you think about that for a second, and I think that's because like the rest of them don't really want it. I mean, they want the money, but they don't really want it. I mean, most of the people are just dumb as hell. They'll never be directors. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with, like, male or female, which is a whole other discussion, because I think there's a lot of ladies that would be very qualified for director level, and that's a whole nother issue that needs to be addressed, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. Sorry, hold on. Oh, yeah. Well, these tables always freak me out. I always think they're part of a quest, but that's just the funny color that they are. Dang it. There we go. I got my death field, which is cool. I totally forgot about death field. It's a really good AoE. It won't keep... Oh, good, I got my Narcissistic Rampage. It won't keep people off a node or anything, but you can really plow people with it. Shoot, I'm still not 90. How close am I? Not even remotely close. I need another freaking companion. Well, I'll get another companion at the end of this planet. And then I'll be able to power through that. No problem. Usually I have... Most of my characters have Treek or HK depending on their RP. That's okay. Anyway, recover stolen combat. There's one. Just the disconnect, I think, just comes from the fact that they don't want to align. Middle management doesn't want to align. They've got their own agenda, and they have just the right amount of power, and they're sort of like maybe 10 years away from retiring, and they're making so much stinking money, and they're, you know, their kids are going off to college or whatever, and all they really gotta do is wait for their kids to come out of college and they can retire. And so they just stay a manager, royally shitting on everybody, managing their little personal little wars. Honestly, I don't know what to call them. Little missions. And it is just weird. It is so weird. And it just goes back to the whole thing. I'm always making, like, Sith analogies. But, I mean, it's like you've just got all these middle managers running around doing middle manager stuff all day. Maybe they're project managers. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just a normal old manager of a normal old department. Maybe they're not running a project at all. Or I don't know. I can't find... Oh no, never mind, it's because I'm done. Shoot. Shame on me. I'm not doing the bonus thing. So... Oh, somebody's in trouble because all the emergency vehicles are driving by. How are they still shooting at me? Anyway. Dang it. Everything is just a little too low. Shoot. Nope. I got that one. And I think the reason why that's so important, talking about middle management, is because, at least I have never found the trick to work directly for execs. I've asked before, and I think the way corporate structure works, nobody really wants to allow it. And I've always thought that I would get along way better if I work directly for corp execs, because the thing is they are always directly in line with whatever the strategy is. Just by default. Now, sometimes upper management will kind of have their own little games going on, but I've only ever seen it like twice. What does Justinio have to say? I told them I had enough time for a couple PvPs. So we'll see if Justinio logs on. I've only ever seen 2 people in companies exec level do little power plays, personally. Now, I've heard of a couple more, and you can find those in the news. I'm not going to tell you which ones, but, you know, you look at the economic collapse of, you know, the '08 time frame, there's a couple. But I wasn't actually working for any company that was involved in those specific ones, but I've heard of really bad ones. People losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Whoop whoop whoop. Swoop bikes. And that does not happen very often. Now, the news likes to cover it and pretend like it happens all the time, and, well, when the economic collapse happened, it did kind of happen a lot of times. But non-banking does not happen very often, because people will rarely tank a company that's got their life savings tied up into it. And then they could just as easily get nailed for insider trading. So, kind of food for thought there. Execs just, honestly, they seem to be more grounded. And they're more, I don't know, just more in line. They've got a different way of thinking. And I never used to understand it. And it's so weird because I spent so long thinking that I didn't understand it. I never realized that I had actually figured it out. I figured it out and never realized it. It's kind of weird. And, honestly, I figured it out too late. And, my exec was up in the air when I needed him, when I lost my last job. And, I got outplayed by the people that wanted me out of the company, you know. And I think that's interesting. I mean, even they knew the power. They knew the power there, and they knew just the right time. They knew perfectly the right time to strike. I mean, it couldn't have been any more flawlessly planned. And I have so much admiration for execs. And I mean, if you want to do the whole poo-poo, they make so much money, da-da-da-da-da. They donate more money than you'll ever make in your entire life. Every couple of years, okay? They put more money in their insurance plan than hundreds of their employees put together. So, if only for that, show some respect. But I respect them for all of the hard decisions that they have to make they have to make a lot of hard decisions that are extremely unpopular. But at the end of the day, they're trying to save as many jobs as they can. And yeah, there's some out there that raise the bottom line by 1% by letting 100 people go over email or whatever. Yeah, stuff happens, and it's really shitty. But not what I'm talking about. You do want to work for a good company. At the end of the day, that's what I've always looked for. I've looked for companies when I wanted to work for them that were doing something real, providing a real service or providing a real object, I guess, for lack of better words. That was always my criteria, and they also had to have some common sense, and they had to understand like their market share. They had to have like enough business sense to know that, or for me to know that they weren't just going to throw their own company under, or make just such really stupid decisions, or keep getting caught up in incredibly stupid things. Those are all things that were important to me, and are still very important to me. When I was job hunting, I wouldn't interview for any job that I couldn't actually trace back to a real product. Because there's a lot of companies out there that just consume, like their job is to consume, and they're just a cost, and that's not a good business model at all. You've got to be producing something, and you've got to have really passionate employees. You can't be on a foundation of contractors. And how do I get in there? And I'm just so great. I'm so grateful that I found a good job, and I believe it's going to work out.
Welcome to Nerculus Arms. If it shoots, stabs, fries, or detonates, I stock it. I see you've got voracious combat implants. You'll be a happy.
I like that guy's voice
I
actor.
Jedi after the Kintan King slaughtered that other one. You're all they sent?
I'm just looking to pass the time.
People like you keep people like me in business. One thing's for sure.
I assume he's large.
Very tall.
Wookiees are tall. The mountain ducks when caught.
These. Nope.
I like that guy's voice actor. Alright. Go free some citizens. But yeah, I mean, there was a rocky road when I started my new job, and the road's still a little rocky. There's a lot of the ground needs to settle, and I'm hoping that the settling has officially begun, because even though there was a little drama today, but I know that I got a lot of work done today, a lot of really good work, things that I'm actually supposed to be doing, and if I can keep that up, keep that momentum going, then I know I'll be able to meet my goals. And I also updated my goals today, which made me really happy. And had some more new employee orientating And it was funny because the way the HR gal described it, it made so much sense. And it's too bad because I didn't get to do my employee orientation training when I was supposed to, but better late than never. And it ended up still being really helpful, so I was really stoked about that. And then made some final tweaks to my objectives, and honestly, I think my objectives are really good now. I haven't heard back though, but still, I'm hoping. I mean, there was some, like I said, there was some drama today, but I'm hoping that drama was just a one-day thing, and people have bad days, so I'm hoping they were just having a bad day, and hoping tomorrow's a better day. And I think it will be, because I don't know, I just, like, besides that little bit of drama, I felt like today was a really great day. In terms of me personally, today is the first day for me that felt like how a day is supposed to go doing what I do, which is, consulting, documentation, auditing stuff. You'd know that if you watch my other channel. I didn't really have dinner tonight. And I remember that because I have a cat standing on my tummy, which reminds me I didn't have dinner. You don't want to say hi to everybody? You're just going to be quiet and stand on my tummy. Okay then. Yep. Over there. You silly cat. Which leads me to my next thing. I have amazing health insurance from my new job. And before you go getting all bitchy pissy at me, I have been completely 100% without health insurance, so is my wife, for almost exactly 2 years. So that is hardcore. After the quote-unquote Affordable Health Care Act, which is anything but affordable, I think they actually, at least temporarily, insured a lot of people. Now they need another bailout to keep that going, but still a lot of people, at least for a little while, were actually insured. I was not insured because the Affordable Health Care Act was actually even more expensive than insurance was at my work, which I was also unable to afford. So, oh, whoops, he's a bad guy. So, so that's super cool. I mean, I have insurance now, which means, my health is actually going to start getting taken care of. So, I was able to start going back to one of my favorite doctors that I've ever had, and I was able to actually start paying them, which is awesome. Let's toss an arm ring in something. Yeah, I know, I don't have armor in anything. Yeah. You guys should know by now I don't put anything in my characters. Oops, I should have at least done that, though. Oh, dang it. I need to summon a crystal to put in there really quick. Nobody look. I'm gonna summon a crystal. Pets. Vehicles. Color crystals. I think I just want one of these crit ones. There we go. Sure. I know Estino's probably going to yell at me like, OMG crit, you're supposed to do power. Oh. I like to do crit when I'm leveling. I'll do power when I'm 55 or just PvP crystals if I'm going to PvP. Anyway, so yeah, I was able to go back to my favorite doctor, and don't want to go back to my other favorite doctor because my other favorite doctor, he's not actually the doctor in charge. He had another doctor. I don't know if you know the way they work, but doctors love money, and so they team up, and he was not the doctor in charge of his doctor's office. It was another doctor, and that effed things up, and they wanted to charge so much stinking money, more money than I have ever had any doctor try to charge me for absolutely basic care. And new place is trying to do that too, but they are being much more civilized about it, and they're actually working with people. And it's kind of more like a little subscription. It's kind of like being I don't know. It's like a subscription sort of a deal. And you get as much time with the doctor as you want. And they're not in a rush to get out, and you get your prescription write-ups like right away. They just go do it. I mean, it's freaking cool. I love this doctor's office. Like, they're a little hippie, but in a good way. I think that opens up a lot of opportunities that you otherwise wouldn't have options. Wait, is that the right word? They open up a lot of options. And, oh, whoops, that was a bonus? Screw that. Actually, here's a cool thing. If you want to see how much XP the bonus is going to give you, you can see that it's only going to give me 3,300. And it says that one's only going to give me 92, whatever. But check this one out. You see that one's going to give me 81,000. So, that's how you can tell how the XP bonus is working. I forgot to tell Bob that earlier, because I was super busy. So Bob, if you're watching this now, you know. What happened to Estino? I thought said he was going to be on. I'm going to have to go to bed. I got to wake up friggin' hella early, because I'm going to go into work tomorrow. That's the bonus. So I'm super stoked about that, because I should be feeling better soon. It's good for you guys, because I can make a lot better videos when I'm feeling better. I won't sound like I'm freaking run down. Although I sound like I'm run down now, but I'm actually feeling pretty good, believe it or not. This slurring, talking low slurring thing apparently is a part of depression. I know people don't believe in that, but I really don't give a shit. I'm actually really happy right now. I think this is a different kind of happy. I'm not like the singing happy. I'm just like, I'm in a little bit of pain, but not really bad. I don't have honestly, you know, it's funny. A happy day for me can be something as simple as not having a horrible, horrible headache. And I think that's like, you know, an appreciation for life. I'd also be happy if I had some orange juice, though. But my orange juice was old, so I had to pour it down the drain, which made me sad. But I got over it. I'll buy more orange juice. It's job security for the orange juice people. I love orange juice. Wanted. There's already like a million billion channels for this. Wanted to start a channel. I know this is going to sound really crazy and be scary and stuff, but wanted to start a channel about guns. There's so many gun channels already, though, and there's already so many knife channels, but now that I have money again, one of the things I wanted to start doing was buying guns again. I never actually really got to start buying guns in the first place because of the economy crashing right smack in the middle. And with the economy crashing, and then the re-election, price of guns shot up, and now with the is that the mountain? The whole Russia thing with the what am I trying to say? There's the mountain men. Sanctions, that's the word I was looking for. The sanctions on Russia, you know. The problem is I think a lot of the time that I would talk about guns is always when I'm playing video games. And I know there's just so many anti-gun people out there. So many irrational people that can't think for themselves. I'm not afraid of losing subscribers or anything like that. That's not it. And I'm not afraid of getting in trouble because I'm not going to say anything threatening. I mean, a gun is just a gun. You know, that's all it is. It's just a thing. It's like knives are just knives, and knives can be scary, don't get me wrong. I'm scared of knives. I have been... Like, I shiver just thinking about getting cut by a knife. But there's, like, a lot of things that I want to talk about. You know, and I just bought a new knife. I almost never... Oh, dang it, Lizard Man. I almost never buy new knives. But, you know, again, have a little bit of money. One of the first things on my list was a knife for the car. Because like you all already know, I believe in defending myself, my family, my cats, my house, my wife, and anybody else who decides to come over. You know, or if anything bad happens, you know, you'll need to defend whoever's comes to your house. That's part of your, you know, plan stuff. And yes, bad things can happen all the time. Let's look at this Ebola thing. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking scary. Ouch. Dang it, Estino, I'm gonna have to log off soon, and you never got on. I messaged you back. Hopefully he's not... Oh, he texted me. He texted me 20 minutes ago, and it never showed up. Oh. Dang it. This has happened before. Like, I've been checking my texts and it didn't show up. Dang it. Dang it, he's doing this thing where he's not logging on. He's probably on imp side. And he's probably been waiting in Mumble or some stupid thing. I should have had my Mumble turned on, put in AFK so I could check. Shoot. I don't really like to talk about tons of gun stuff when he's on, since he's still a little young. Sorry, buddy, if you're listening. But yeah, I did buy a new knife, and I'd like to review it. And obviously, all the Star Wars people, even though they're using tons of guns and swords and batons, all that crap, killing each other every 10 seconds, talking about anything real, which is freaking me out. And my other channel's more suited to it. And I've actually seen one other channel, cannot remember the guy's name, very pro Second Amendment, and also an avid gamer, so I know it can be done. But I was thinking to myself, like, I'd like to review. Or should I port to? Port to the. I don't know. I would like to do. I don't know if it's really like a knife review. I don't know if that's the right word. And stuff. I don't really know if I want to do gun reviews because there's still so much about them I don't know. There's a lot about them I do know, and a lot about them I don't know. But like, if I buy a knife, it would be neat to show everybody. I mean, isn't that like, one of the most fun things? But I really want to. One of the things I was thinking the other day, 'cause I don't own like an AR. I know people think ARs are scary and stuff. I don't own one. They're not actually scary. It's just another more media bull crap, but I don't own one. I was wondering if I want to get an AR first, or if I want to kind of get a new shotgun, one that's a lot more robust and made with better parts than the one I have now, which is basically just a new receiver and a new barrel, and I put my stock on it. I don't know. And then I'd want to make a new review of that. My shotgun I have now is an amazing shotgun, but it's got a couple problems. I think the only way I can fix those problems is by... I honestly think I have to get a new receiver. But I don't know. The other reason I don't know if I want to talk about that stuff a lot is because there's unfortunately a lot of countries in the world where you really aren't allowed to own guns still. It's just, in America. Oh wow, he texted me again. But it's not showing that he's texting me. So I'm gonna shut my phone. That's really weird. I've only ever had 2 or 3 problems with this phone ever. So that's really weird. But anyway. Well, a lot of the world just kind of scoffs when we talk about guns in the U.S. and says all kinds of very, very, very derogatory stuff, but guns are deeply, deeply ingrained in our culture. It's as normal to us as driving a car, putting on shoes, or whatever. I mean, seriously. The reason why I'm getting daily or planet comms is because it's the only way I'm going to be able to keep her suit up. Normally I would be getting the blues and selling them, but I really want to get her planet comms. So I don't know. It'd go on my other channel though, but I still like to talk about it on this channel. I haven't talked about it for a long time actually, but again, it's because I've just been so stressed out. I call it being in survival mode. Hey, it's holiday.
Hello, and welcome to the offices of Dr. Theron Cedrax. My name is Holiday, and I'm pleased to assist you.
Pleased to assist you.
Please make yourself comfortable while... Oh my goodness. What a darling outfit. I must get Theron to program me one just like it. Perhaps in a warmer shade, though.
I try to take care of myself. Nice to know it shows, even to a hologram.
Oh no. A mere hologram would never have my eye for fashion. I'm a fully sentient holographic life form. Unique in the galaxy. Or so Theron says.
Shut up, Kaizen.
You're a Jedi, aren't you? If you're here to see Theron, he's... well...
We'll go get him.
Perhaps he's delayed.
No, never. We can't... Theron had a special order to design a weapon. And the customer will be aliens there hate humans. The Republic. Hygiene. He should never have agreed to go.
Force on my side, I'll find him.
I promise. I'll be ever so the meeting place is in the Nikto Sector Starship Chop Shop. It sounds like a nasty flip.
Okay, Holiday. But yeah, I got a knife though, because that's what I could afford, and it's kind of everything you'd need for a car knife. It's not just for defending yourself, or not just because I think it's perfectly normal to want to carry and have knives around. Same with guns, but again, that's a different story. Car knives are actually very, 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 very practical, and everybody should have, a car knife in their, their everyday carry for their car. You need something to punch through windows in case you got to get out. You need something to cut through seatbelts. And obviously you need something to defend yourself. So, this is... Oh, I screwed up. Man, I was looking and looking and looking, and I screwed up. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Dang it. I was checking the map earlier, and I knew something was wrong, and I couldn't figure it out, and I looked. Oh, well, anyway. So this knife, I got it, and I read the reviews really carefully, and it is a nice knife, not expensive at all. But the pocket clip on it is just really out of place. Like it was not meant to have a pocket clip. And it's weird because there's no way to order it without. And I want to just unscrew it. And people told me what screws I need to unscrew it. But then it's going to have holes. And I don't know if that's really good. I don't know how to fill plastic holes. And I don't want it to look messed up, and I certainly would, but I'd be okay with it looking messed up, but I definitely don't want it to have some kind of flaw that, like, a compromising flaw. Turn my phone back on. I turn it off, then I always forget to turn it back on again. So I don't know, and I want to review it because I want there to be a video review. I think it's helpful. I like helping people, and I guess where maybe gun reviews are weird.
The weapon's obviously my creation. If you use it against the Hut Cartel, I'll be looking for my vertebrae in a trash compactor. Deal's off.
Huh. Oh, no you won't.
Let's not let this fall to violence.
I'm begging you, please don't get into...
Who is this master you keep talking to? This master has affected your mind. You're doing this under suggestion.
Knives are maybe different because if you customize a knife, you still kind of have the same, like, you're not changing the metal, and that's kind of the bread and butter of the knife.
Delinquents getting their just desserts on this world, and from such an exquisite young woman too.
Weird.
Loveliness and a lightsaber, a rare synthesis.
Are you always this forward? Or was it just the brush with death?
I would be remiss not to acknowledge such beauty.
Nice.
An impressive title. I'd love to hear more. When your Trandoshan friend is gone. Baron Cedrax, professor and exo-engineer at your service. Shall...
I should start from the beginning.
So it's a...
Oh,
No, fine. I said...
You'll...
Here's...
Go to Lancer's safe house. Haha, that's funny. Bam, 81,000. Oh, I didn't have my XP potion on. Oh well. What was that, like 2 levels worth of XP or something? Ho-ho! Cool. Got my cure. Put it over here somewhere. Oh well. Oh man, I haven't been sending the guy on missions this whole time. I've been dropping the ball. I'm having so much fun talking to you guys. I'm dropping the ball. Let's go out of here really quick just to make sure. Oh, hold on. Now it's got my text messages. It says he's online. How is he online? I guess I'll hop on Mumble. Alright, you guys. I'm going to hop on Mumble and hang out with my buddy Estinio until I got to go to bed. I guess to wrap that up, I was going to say, with gun parts, the gun's technically just the lower, but the way you customize a gun, what you end up with is nothing like what you started. That's why guns are so personal to people, almost very similar to how people deck out cars. And I think that's important, and I think that's probably why guns are such a part of our culture. Plus, it's the only martial art that we really have that we can say is our own. But knives, even though you can customize them, at the end of the day, the metal is still exactly the same. And you can only do with whatever you can do with that metal. But it's not the case with a gun, so... Oh, hey, cool, there's the first heroic. Anyway, so I'll just leave you guys with that, and if you don't like hearing about guns or whatever, that's just too bad. I haven't talked about them in a long time, and start talking about guns and knives again, and maybe even camping equipment, I don't know. But there won't be any reviews or anything on this channel. I don't know. I don't have a great camera and great sound equipment and stuff, so... Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, And thanks for watching. Bye bye.